Good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. Yeah, I showed up today.
I ain't running.
I ain't running. When Bernie Mac said, I ain't scared. Good morning. Good morning, Clark. Good morning, Jermaine. Spoke to Michelle. Good morning, Devo. Everybody, Lottie Dottie, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. Our book of the day. You got it, Clark? No? Okay, I can just hold it up.
Yeah, good.
And I think it's
Yeah, you got it right here.
okay.
I got it here.
I think it's appropriate. Thank you, Mr. Claiborne Benson, for giving us. It reminds me, like, remember we were in school and your Black History display?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it kind of
Yeah.
looked like. Yeah,
Yeah.
but local people, I see some people on there, Mr. Givens, the late Terrence Pitts, Bill Taylor. Oh, my God, Judge Parrish. No relations. But anyway, Black Milwaukee, let me thank Kurt Harris for giving me this book a few years ago, The Making of an Industrial Proletariat, 1915 to 1945. Joe William Trotter Jr. is the author of this book, and it really talks about Black Milwaukee. A lot of fascinating, a lot of stats in here, whole thing. And even in that Wisconsin directory, they did a statistical page where they told the number of people who had died, the number of people who were born in the Black community. So this is a little bit of history talking about, and this would cover when my family got here. My family got to Milwaukee in 1937. My mom was like 3 years old when she came to Milwaukee. So I'm first generation Milwaukee, but we go back a long way. So that's our book of the day. Thank you. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna put it up with the display. So Black History. All right, let me do this, and then we'll get into the program. All right. Yesterday, I was watching Black and Jewish America Interwoven History, Black and Jewish Americans Interwoven History. It's a documentary produced by Henry Louis Gates on PBS. And at a Seder meal, an African-American Jew who had been in this country since their family had been here since that would be the 18th century, that'd be the 1700s, mused how his Jewish tradition remembers their enslavement and liberation from Egyptian bondage. But descendants of enslaved Africans were told that we should move on from American bondage as it's Black folks playing the victim card. You know, Black. So I asked a question, or I'm asking a question, or no, I'm actually taking a position. Black people should discuss our enslavement the way Jews discuss the Exodus, not to live in pain, but to preserve the meaning of our sojourn here in this North America diaspora. In Jewish tradition, the Exodus isn't just history, it's identity. It's told and retold so every generation remembers. We were oppressed, but God delivered us. Therefore, we stand for freedom. The story shapes theology, ethics, and community responsibility. It fuels vigilance against injustice and gratitude for survival. In the same way, enslavement in the Black experience, the African experience here in North America is not just a tragic chapter. It is a defining crucible. It explains our spirituals, our church, our resilience, our political imagination, our theology of liberation. To speak of it honestly is to say we were enslaved, yet we survived, we built, we still became. The Exodus story keeps Jewish memory alive so assimilation doesn't erase struggle. Likewise, discussing slavery keeps historical amnesia from dulling the urgency of justice. It reminds us that our faith was forged in fields and cabins. Our worship was born under oppression. Our hope is ancestral. But notice, Jews don't tell the Exodus story to center victimhood. They tell it to center deliverance and covenant. The emphasis is not on Pharaoh, but on God's faithfulness and communal responsibility. So if Black people discuss slavery like the Jews discussed the Exodus, it becomes not trauma rehearsed, but testimony reclaimed. Not grievance alone, but grounding. Not hatred, but historical clarity. Not stagnation, but strategy. It teaches our children oppression is real, but so is endurance. Systems can be unjust, but liberation is possible. We're not here by accident. We're here because somebody survived what we should have what should have killed them. And like the Exodus, the story carries a moral demand. Because you were strangers in Egypt, you shall not oppress the stranger. Our history should move us towards justice for others, not justice for ourselves. Memories become mission. That's why we must continue to tell the story faithfully, truthfully, and with purpose. And part of that was the part of the discussion we had yesterday about this whole idea of victimhood and how when Black people raise historically what has happened, then, oh, you're just playing the victim card. Every Saturday in Sabbath school, every Seder meal on the Sabbath, people remember. As a matter of fact, when you look at how they even eat and what they arrange, the bitter herbs, the wine, all these things, the unleavened bread, all those things are symbolic of their liberation from bondage in Egypt. And so the things that we do in terms, and we're still struggling to get on up from under the yoke of bondage in America, but we need to continue to tell the story of slavery, how we got here, and let's do that Negro spiritual, how I got over, and so I just wanted to do that just as a response, because I know that there's some people. I remember there was, I guess in historic Williamsburg, that there were some people who did not like the reenactment of what was going on primarily with slavery. We shouldn't talk about that. Yes, we should. Now, it can't be a crutch, but it is a reminder. So with that said, I got a caller. All right, caller, welcome to the program.
Hey, there you go. Good morning, man, Keith.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, right out. Good morning. I almost said Carvey, man, but Clark Kent, man, I got to get used to you, man. It's rough.
Man, young Carvey been gone for so long.
Man, look here, man. Oh man, but yeah. Good morning, Milwaukee. Look here, nice interview yesterday, and I just got off my skis there, with your theme music, so I got my skis parked and everything. But maybe sometime between now, because I don't know what the medal count is, but I'll get to that a little bit later. I want to know how both the Russians and the Chinese are doing with the medal count, and us too. But I mean that
you don't hear anything about the Russians and Chinese right now. It's the Swedes, the Finns. America is beginning to win some gold.
Oh yeah, on ice, yeah.
So,
Russia's usually pretty good on ice because they got their ice and stuff up there too.
The U.S. women's team is so dominant. They just been killing.
Yeah,
folks.
yeah. I fell asleep on what I was listening to, and because I had
hockey team. I'm sorry.
Somebody got beat. I was on what, the Score or ESPN, one or the other there, and somebody got beat, but I dozed off on it because I just got in. And that wind had just went right. Everything I had on, the wind still went through me yesterday.
Okay.
I was like, oh man. So I ate something hot. I didn't lay down, but I got comfortable.
One more day.
But well, the thing is it melts and then it refreezes. And whenever
I'm thinking,
whenever you get refreeze, then that's colder than snow because that's ice then.
Well, I'm looking at our medium strips out here, and all the snow is going on the medium strips.
Well, yeah. A lot of that's melted,
so
but
all the garbage is out there now. So,
but yeah, you get melt and refreeze, and then you get melt, run off, and then refreeze, and that's where you get your problems because that's solid ice now. That's no longer packed snow. But anyway, yeah, I thought I was going to try to get through for question answer, but well, let me do this real quick. James Baldwin, I remember, said. They're not white, Stop repeating the lie. They're Anglo-Saxon, European, or Caucasian, and see that's where I agree with Brother Chris.
And we're not black.
Well, that's what I mean. We're darker
African.
Brown, but I mean
descent.
You stay out in the sun long enough. I mean, you stand next to some tar. Well, you're gonna be pretty. I've seen some Africans that were pretty dark,
But what I'm saying is that
I understand what you're saying.
Oh, why are you yelling at me?
Well, no, I'm not yelling.
Voice got all high. I'm just saying race is a construct. Stop yelling at the Lord. Race is a construct, and it's not even an accurate construct. And I know that we have taken it in. We've given new meaning to what it is to be black. I appreciate that, but anthropology. Anthropology, black is not an ethnicity. right? Black is a complexion,
Yeah,
and,
well,
and
well,
even
yeah,
then,
yeah.
it's not even then. Most of us are not black. We're brown. We can be deep brown, but we're
different
not.
shades. Right. Different shades of brown, and that's what I was doing. I was trying to help you understand my point. You know, forgive me if my voice rises because that's the Cherokee in me there. So,
Okay.
but
You got Indian in you?
well, I mean, my mother. I mean, you look right at her, man. You'll think you're on the reservation somewhere.
Okay.
But anyway, and I guess what I wanted to ask, you know, I mean, well, James Baldwin said that, you know, because Anglo-Saxon, European, or Caucasian. But I mean, why isn't, I don't know if it was Medgar Evers or Dr. King, Malcolm, whoever over the years there, why is it that we, even with all their, you know, DNA and, you know, evil and whatever it is that they've got in them, why, and maybe he can answer. The book, I don't know if I'll get around to buying, there's other priorities before I spend money on that particular book because, you know, money's tight right now.
Which book?
Yesterday, Mr. Wallace.
Oh, The Heart of Apostasy?
Yeah,
I mean, it would, in reading
well,
it.
let me finish first, but
okay, you asked me, should you buy the book? And
I mean, you know, there's other priorities before, you know, I mean, you know, if the money, you know, my money's not going to, because I got other things I got to do with the little nickel dime quarter I got here.
Okay.
But anyway, my quarter, I was trying to, and it's like I said to Jermaine, you know, why is it that we always have to try to fix them? They came and stole us. They raped our women, you know, slavery, Jim Crow, you know, 40 Acres and a Mule, all that, Greenwood, Archer Pine, movement Philadelphia. I mean, why is it that we always have to fix them when the situation is wrong with them? The hatred and the evil doing is wrong coming out of them. Why is it that we have to fix them? So that's the question. That's the overall boiling question, you know. Excuse me. I mean, crickets.
Well, I didn't know if I could answer.
Well, I mean, if you don't have if you can't.
No, I
mean,
I don't know what, you know. I've said it many times. I'm tired. We need to have a conversation about race. We need to have a conversation about moving people to full humanity. That's the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And part of the difficulty for European Americans to have this conversation is because they feel like they might have to give up something, right? And like I was saying to Eric Wallace yesterday, white privilege is real. Yeah. And and white supremacy hasn't gone anywhere. No, I went this morning.
Long before Donald Trump. So you go all the way back to Medgar Evers. I mean, it
goes all the way back.
Well, I mean, but I mean, I'm just.
And here's the other piece. I just saw where the EU, European Union, has been putting together strategies to get rid of systemic racism in Europe. We're not even talking about what's going on in America. We're talking about the systemic racism. So any place that there are people of color, there's racism.
Well, yeah.
In our those former colonies are still dealing with the residual impact of racism and white supremacy. So, you know, one of the things is Black History Month, and, you know, Black folks love Jesus, right?
Yeah.
But for a long time, white folks in America wouldn't teach us about Jesus, right? And so, you know, when they did begin to teach us about Jesus, they taught us about Jesus in such a way where it would make us docile and accepting of our lot. Not where for many of the white folks who said that, you know, they have the right to fully exercise their humanity. And then use the Bible to justify manifest destiny as if to say that the Europeans had a divine edict from God to then appropriate land and to steal bodies to make them work the land for free.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so
go ahead.
So I'm just saying that becomes my frustration. I was trying to explain that yesterday, but let me do this.
Well, I didn't want to. I didn't want to. You know, I just wanted to, and I didn't want to, you know, suck all the air out the show.
No, that's
fine. But I just wanted to, you know, very quickly, because like when he was on, and I guess when he comes back, if it's not a question A session, I mean, at least run these by him, you know, that there, and then well, since the mixing's been done, and I mean, well, you mentioned the Bible, but I didn't really want to go there. But I mean, it seems like they have no problem facing. Because, I mean, the Bible speaks as itself there. You know, we speak as ourselves too, but they will face the Bible quicker than more so the black woman than the black man, because he's mixed with her. And, he can't get enough of, what she's,
Well, they also sent me, I think Eric Wallace mentioned that Donald Trump dated a black woman.
Well,
And wait a minute. So I got to thinking, so did Thomas Jefferson, but he never freed her.
yeah,
She was still a slave.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
yeah.
All right, appreciate you, man. Got another call.
Okay, all right.
Call, welcome to the program. He had a black girlfriend. Call, welcome to the program.
Bro, I don't even know what that was about, but whatever. Hey, Pam Brady, her name, the the general, the attorney general. How do you feel about the way she was talking to everybody? What's happening to America that we don't have no respect no more? This is really getting crazy. I don't know. This cat opened up the worms for everything. Everything is just a mess. Peace, brothers.
All right. You know, I had I got phone calls and texts after the program yesterday. Wait a minute, people going like, "You okay? What?" But here's what I was saying. I know George had a reaction to what I was saying, and here's what I'm saying. We and this has become my little mantra here lately. Don't sin talking about the sin, right? Don't sin talking about, and I put in quotations, the sinner. I don't know if me having Eric Wallace on, if Meech calling in, has moved anybody from their position prior to them calling in. Okay? But I'm going to say this, and some of you all might find yourself at a certain level of agreement with Mr. Wallace, because we kind of talked about it, but we blew past it. There are a lot of people who agree with Dr. Wallace when it comes to issues around LG, I can't do it now. LGBTQ, anyway, around gays and same-sex marriage. He opposes it. And guess what? I got a lot of our listeners who oppose it. I hear crickets. Right. So I'm saying that you can dismiss everything, but then you will find out Kwaku had got me as I was leaving, and Kwaku said, "Oh man, you was too nice." And here's the other thing about having a discussion, having a debate. You go after the facts, you don't go after the person. I mean, unless the person is just saying something like, "I'm gonna kill your mama." You don't, and that's what we do, right? We start having a discussion, we get emotional, and then as opposed to staying on point, we start going after the person. We go after the messenger, and it becomes personal. And they could be wrong as two left shoes. What they're proffering is wrong. Go on what they're proffering, but then we get into personalities. It turns into everything. Like let's say Clarence Thomas. I don't know if Clarence Thomas has ever voted any way I would vote if I was on the Supreme Court. But you know what we do? Not only we go after him for that, we go after him for his white wife, which has nothing to do with the policy or the law. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't have outside influence over him, but then we personalize it. That's what I push back against. Not that you don't agree, not that even that you're right, but when it goes from my right to now I go after the person personally, that's then where I have a problem. Okay, now that just could be me, but that's how we argue, right? We start off on the facts. Me and Rhonda was talking. I always use my former girlfriend Pam as an example. The few times I was able to beat Pam on facts, the first thing Pam would do is say, "Yo mama." And when she did that, I'm all off my square. I'm getting, that's the danger. So if I'm pushing back, I'm not pushing back that you're wrong, because I probably agree with you. I'm just saying, and especially as Black folks, we that sometimes if there's black on black crime, That's when we go after people because they don't agree with us or we don't see the world the same way, and then it becomes personal. That's what I push back against. Caller, welcome to the program.
Hey, Keith, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. So listen, did I hear you right that you said Donald Trump was dating a black lady?
Yeah, he did briefly in the 80s, I think.
What? Really?
Oh, you like him now?
Oh, no. No, it's just shocking that he would even consider dating a black woman, and we ain't good enough to rent in his raggedy hotel, motel, or whatever.
And
it
the
is.
point I just made was
out.
that Thomas Jefferson had a black girlfriend. What's the point? She was still a slave. He never freed her. So what?
I mean, oh my.
All right.
She had to be really crazy. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, Keith, have a good day.
Caller, welcome to the program.
How are you beautiful souls today?
Good, man. You're breaking up.
Yeah, that wasn't his girlfriend. That was his pleasure piece. That's what it was called.
Okay.
And then back to another conversation you had 3 conversations back where y'all was talking about the color being called black or white. That was never a system or brought into conversation until the early 1800s when the slavery and transportation and the conquering of this land here in the USA to where, because before that, the so-called the colonizers called themselves by their would help me out, Mr. Parris. What is that when you by your bloodline?
Mm-hmm. You just hit it. Purity of the bloodline.
Yeah. But I'm talking about, they say they're Norwegian or they're this or they're this and that. They never did call each other white, because as we looked at them, I never knew when I went to school with them in the 60s that they called themselves different, because I only saw them like they saw us. It wasn't no different but color. But they said it didn't come into paperwork until they decided to I'm gonna be like you and me. I want to jump around real quick. Hey, check this out. I ran across, when I was looking up some more information to trying to find something else, I ran across another thing about the stripes and the stars of the Confederate flag. Hey man, you got to get into that, Mr. Parris, and dig it in that. Slow down. They captured that flag and them symbols and made it something on paper that they took it from a so-called set of black colonizers or Indians and or Mexicans, that now that they can't call themselves some kind of form of structure that dominate their culture of their land. So all those who got them brains, y'all go and check that out, see what I'm talking about, because I don't know nothing. All right, man. Thank you, Mr. P.
All right. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good
morning.
Good morning. I want to kind of pick up where we started off yesterday, because I was really confused after I got off the phone with you. After you, hang on one second, babe. I'm on the phone. Sour cream. When you said she always do that when I'm on the phone. When you said don't judge, and that really,
that's not what I said, George.
Me. Yes, you did. You said,
I'm gonna tell you what I said. I said, George, be careful in your judgment. That's what I said. That's all I said.
Oh, okay. So to me, that's the same thing. So let me ask you a question. So when you call Donald Trump a racist, what are you doing?
I'm identifying.
Because I'm confused about judging.
I'm identifying his racist behavior.
That's not judging.
I guess it would be a judgment, but what I said.
So when Jesus called the Pharisees vipers, was he judging?
No, I think he was.
Or when he called them whitewash, was he judging?
Okay. I do you think he was? I mean,
no.
Okay.
That's why I'm confused, because I don't know what I said yesterday when you said that to me. That threw me off.
What I get is, and you all tell me, maybe it's just my imagination, right? But and I've said it a couple of times this morning. It's one thing to go after a person's opinions, the facts. We're having a discussion. What I caution us to do is to be careful then that it does not turn into personal attacks. Like I see some of the things that people, I was reading some of the comments that I was no, I'm reading this. I can't do two things at once. No, I done forgot my point because
because you
no, because I'm reading this. So a quick Google search, Carrie Young was biracial with a black father and a white mother, and Trump has been reported saying she got her good looks and intelligence from her mother's white side. Okay, so it don't matter why he got with her, he was with her. You know, I mean, so all I'm saying is that I don't want to get to a point where I attack. I started off saying Kwaku had caught me as I was leaving. And he said, "Oh man, you're being too nice." I don't know what that means. I mean, we're having a conversation. If I raise my voice, it's not going to make my point any righter. It's not going to make his point any wronger. I made up two words. So all I'm saying is how we have this discourse is important, because people are going to say things that I disagree with, but then I should not get personal and then attack the person.
So I guess that's where I'm confused at. So where do you think in the conversation that we had yesterday that I attacked that man? I guess that's where I'm confused at.
I don't know if you did.
I didn't. That's what I'm saying. When you said the judging part, I guess I'm still stuck on that.
I said we should
because
be careful.
I think the interview that you did was good, Keith. He wouldn't answer your question. He was dodging around where to me it seemed it went left. And when I said he was clowning you and he was laughing at you, he thought it was a joke, and then that's when it seemed like the conversation turned.
Well, I don't know if he was laughing at me. I don't know what I gave him to laugh at, other than maybe some good one-liners.
Because he was thinking the interview was a joke, Keith. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't think that's fair to him. I don't think that's fair to him. I don't think that's fair to him that he thought it was a joke. He first of all, just the amount of time we spent setting up the interviews took how seriously he took it. Now we could.
That's what I'm saying, Keith. I don't think he took it serious at all. I think he think it was.
But see, there you go. But how do you know that? How do you know that?
That's just my opinion, Keith.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Let's talk about what he said, and let's go after what he said. We're reading some other things into it that may or may not be. I mean, it could be. Huh? I'm
talking about what he said. I ain't talking about just his expression.
So how was he?
I'm talking about what he was saying to you yesterday.
How was he clowning me then?
Did you see him? Like we could see him. Could you see his expression?
Did you see me smile? Was I clowning him?
No, you was being serious. I'm not saying you, Keith. Okay. Keith, you did what you're supposed to do. I don't think you should have hollered at the man or anything like that, Keith. You was pressing the man. He was dodging you and saying other stuff. You know, that's the point I'm trying to make. And
again, I told you all, maybe my perception is skewed. Okay. I'm just saying I can read English. I'm just reading the comments. And when I read the comments, if people say, well, you know, when he talked about white supremacy, this is why this is wrong. No, people going, what was he thinking about? Tell me why his opinion that white supremacy doesn't exist is wrong. That's how we should have the conversation. Not getting into how he was looking, whether he was smiling. Somebody called in and said he had on makeup. That had nothing to do with the level of discussion we should be having. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. When we have these discussions and you hear uncomfortable things, right? And then we immediately, but some of us, sometimes, and I'm guilty of it too, we get all personal. No, I disagree with him. But he could be a good family man, love his wife. Go on.
He was basically almost doing the same thing as Pat Bonnie. He just wasn't getting as ridiculous as she was. That's the whole point we were trying to make. Okay, good. And you recognize it. And here's the other question. So his smiling and stuff, Keith, was part of his, how do I want to say it, was part of his genre or whatever you want to call it. That's all, Keith. Okay. The thing I was just saying is that where I got confused at when you said the judging part, that's all I was confused at.
We should be careful. And Jesus even warned us about how we should judge.
And that's why I came back on what he was doing. So was he doing it?
Judgment, what I mean by judgment is...
So I guess it's the thin line.
No, I think...
Because he was correct about the Pharisees, right?
I think it's in the eye of the beholder. And when we talk about judgment, usually judgment means that there is some consequence then from the judged, right? That in many instances we say a negative, like if I judge you, what should be the consequences then of my judgment of you?
I guess I'm still confused.
Okay. All right, man.
Yeah.
We got a break. I'm getting one more call. All right. Caller, welcome to the program.
Hey, first thing I want to say, we judge by the character and the contents. And if they're no good, you let them rot like a dead dog on a toilet in an abandoned house. Point blank, period. If they don't answer your questions, you let them rot. Them are the kind of people you don't need around you, okay? Because when everything go down, their eyes is moving around. So you have to watch them. Moving forward, we need to be 10 toes down on what we're seeing with this administration. But we got to get off this thing because they mess with a black woman. They're not racist. I don't care if they dated Jesus in my eyes. If you ain't no good, you ain't no good. And I'll be the first to say this, Mr. Parris. These Republicans, these ICE, deserve their spot in heaven. That's where they need to be. Because some of you listeners, including you, Mr. Parris, and the people that's in WNOV are too good to be in heaven. So they need their spot in heaven. So they can ask for forgiveness, and that God can let them right on in. Because remember this, Jesus don't wear no drawers, and they go F Jesus in his sugar honey iced tea box. And that can be the judgment and the fault of Jesus Christ. Let them niggas on in. All right. And you have yourself a good day.
All right. Caller, welcome to. Someone put in that said that it doesn't really matter if he's a good family man or not. Oh, okay. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The word jealousy is a powerful word, and it can apply to anything and everything. And racism, to me, is a form of just pure jealousy. You're threatened, you're insecure, you don't like who you are, so you drag others right in the mud puddle with you. And whatever that takes, evil, whatever sort of discomfort, it's all based on that. And jealousy is everywhere.
Okay. All right. Thank you. You're listening to Community Voice. I'm your host, Keith Parris. Again, thank you all for joining. I know the phone lines are blowing up. We're going to ask you to be a little patient. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Parris.
Let me do a couple of things. Let me do this announcement. On Saturday, February 14th from 12 to 2 p.m., you can receive a free hot lunch and a supply of toiletries at the Greater Life Community Center, 2432 North Teutonia Avenue, condo number 2. This building is just north of the Greater Galilee, historic Greater Galilee Missionary Baptist Church. The free hot lunch and toiletries while they last. This event is brought to you by The Gathering at the Crossroads. So again, that's a free hot lunch Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. Was it you that said I'm going to take it to the funeral and then take it to the repast?
That's Debo. Say, boy, you ain't gonna be together long.
Don't know.
You're gonna end up with like what you went to go see.
I took you to the repast. I take it to the well, but you know, sometimes it does come down to this idea. Let's say you date multiple people. Who do you bring to your mama's funeral? Welcome to the program.
Wait a minute. Who
do you bring to the funeral?
What date do you bring to the funeral? Caller, welcome to the program.
All right, hey, Mr. Parris. I got 2 questions I want to know if you can answer for me. First, when we was wearing the Chuck Taylor, the original ones now, playing on the playground, how many pair of socks did you wear?
2.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Now, the other thing I wanted to ask. Now, for this Valentine's coming up, I hear all the stuff. I was trying to get in with Miss Michelle, but I couldn't get in. I was hearing what a man better not come up with, what a man better not have, okay, I heard all that side of the Valentine's. Now, I want to swerve in the other lane for the Valentine's. What are the things that a woman did not do?
Dino,
I want to hear some
I'm
of the
with
brothers,
you, brother.
Or I would have liked to hear Miss Michelle tell me. But I know the things that don't come in with no wig.
Me, Doug, and Alex were having that conversation in the green room. Yep.
No cellophane paper that just came out of. Don't come all glittered up and put them eyelashes. Look, come on, don't be coming like the old drag queens, please. Come like a woman. Be a woman that I want to take out. I want, a nice dress, 2-piece suit if you don't want to be manly, and then just some soft makeup. I really would like to see what your face and your eyes really look like. A black woman's beauty is in their eyes and their nose and their forehead. Quit covering that stuff up. And please, this is what this man here, like in a woman. Not only like nothing that's dialed up and looking like the old drag queens. Please stop that.
Okay, let's.
Okay, you give me some things that a woman better not have, because I hear all the stuff a man better not come with no Dollar Tree stuff and this and this and that. Okay, do any of the women cook? Do any women do anything? What is this for the man that I want to? Thank you. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Okay, all right.
And for all the drag queens out there, I apologize. Caller, welcome to the program. Oh, okay. Well, that's what we were discussing. When was it that Valentine's Day is the men who are just the gift givers and women don't?
Because I guess Sweetest Day is supposed to be for the men, which it really don't end up being our day because the women take over. Just like Father's Day. No.
So I guess I'm asking the question, seeing that we live in this world now where we have perceived equality of the sexes.
Yeah.
Is it as important? Should women be buying men flowers for Valentine's Day?
I think if it's a day of love, both.
What you scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Because you never choose your words like that. You feel I can't remember you being that circumspect. Usually you just get it out and you go, well.
Hey, because you got to be strategic.
So that's the question. Should women do equal?
I think it should be equal
to
on
men
that day. Yeah,
on Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day is supposed to be a day of love that you showing love.
Right.
So it's supposed to go both ways.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I'm exempt because I'm married.
Well, yeah. So like, I don't want. No, you got to show love too for the rest of your life.
I've got so. Call, welcome to the program. Did they want to talk on the air, man? Did they want... Call, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Hey, Mr. Parris.
Baby, go hey, what's happening, man? Hey. How June doing?
Hey,
what's happening, man?
Hey, Mr. Parris, that's exactly what I was trying to explain.
Yeah.
You're better at that talking than me. But yeah, show the love both ways. Why the women don't never show with the man, show the man love, you know, and I'm expressing what I would like him to see on a loving day.
All right.
It's supposed to be the day of love,
right.
But even though it's a pagan thing, but hey, I'm saying, what do the women do? What do they say? Okay, I don't hear no man saying, hey, I want my woman to do this. The same thing like when I was got married. I said, I know how much I spent on a ring. I want a diamond too.
You heard right out, right?
I told her I want a diamond too when I had got married.
I know that's right.
All right, you know, I don't want no band. Give me a diamond. Show me you putting in like I'm putting in.
All right. I got you.
We going half and half. So show me your love. I want to show you mine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Caller, welcome to the program.
Hey, Chief.
Good morning.
Hey, yeah, this should go both ways. A woman could do, man, you know, give a man Valentine's gift, because I have. And I will do it today. So right out, you know, you got something coming. Y'all left that open. I just had to throw it in there.
Hey, Q.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Q, I got a question.
Hey, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
They get what they stalking.
Wait a minute.
Call, welcome to the program. I bet you get a Valentine's Day card when they stalking.
Hold on, man.
No, because when I was listening, I want this, I want that. I'm kind of going, well, what about us?
What about us? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. I don't want to go out there with a woman that looked like Janet Jackson, and then we go to sleep, and I wake up in the morning, and she looking like Freddie. Like she done put her wig in the drawer, took her eyelashes off, and put it underneath the bed. Like I want something real. When keeping it real goes wrong.
Natural woman, man. Natural.
Until you get real. Until you get what comes out of those eyelashes and that hair. What was the dude? Was it? I'm trying to think. His name was it Tom Richard? When we get behind closed doors and you let your hair hang down, right? You know, yeah. Okay,
hey,
all
Keith,
right. Yes.
It's a question right here. Read that.
Okay. Men like flowers. The ones I have done it for hated it. They were embarrassed.
So you think men be embarrassed if the woman give them flowers?
No, I don't.
Well, maybe we should act like I heard. Oh, you just bringing me flowers? That's all I'm getting.
No.
Is that
now? You know, if that's all you gonna give me, and it's like every time, then I got an issue because I'm gonna give you.
I like how that's hanging. You know, this kind of outfit. That's all you gonna give.
Yeah, that's all you giving me. That's all I'm gonna give you.
So, see, now this would be a debate.
Oh, I'm just saying, man. This is like give and take, man.
Caller, welcome to the program. Yeah, with Jermaine is sitting there, he's talking to him. They get, what's up, cuz? Right, what's happening, man? Hey, we doing a radio program. Right. What's up, man? How Junie doing? Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Well, I believe that love does go both ways because love is beautiful, and I believe, well, you can give your husband like a nice dinner at home, and maybe, you know, just have a casual night, and a card. Me and my husband, he usually gets me a card, and I always forget him and get his card. But sometimes I try not to forget, and because we've been together 40 plus years, so you know, that's a long time. So these days, I just give him a screwdriver and be done with it.
Not the screwdriver.
Yeah, because he got
that's what he's using vodka. Right. Get his mind right. Gave him a screwdriver. All right, I appreciate you.
These days, he got to fix that honey-do list.
Honey-do list.
Okay, wait. Ho. Wait a minute. What is Christian about this discussion, Keith? Nothing. We're talking about Valentine's Day.
What happened?
Someone just said, what is this discussion? How's this discussion Christian?
What?
All right.
Someone asked the question.
Are you talking to me or are you talking
to no. I'm reading. I don't know how to multitask.
Wait a minute. Mother, where did you get the screwdriver from?
Well, because I got a lot of things I need him to do around the house.
I know that's right, Mother. Hey, Bob tools to get the job done.
Is that like regifted? Right. That, it's like when you buy your mama a football for her birthday when you were a kid.
Is that the Valentine's Day time? Let's get to work.
Right.
I know that's right, Mother.
So he got two screwdrivers, one to work and one to get his mind right.
I have them out.
Caller, welcome to the program. I appreciate you.
Mother said, I'm buying them screwdrivers.
I thought, man, so he can go down because he got work to do around the house. She can put him in a full tool belt. And a friend of mine, she said, "Nah, I ain't dating no man that don't have a tool belt. You gotta have a tool belt." Oh my God. Oh my God. Right after scolding us for speaking.
I'm sorry, man.
No, we're gonna take a break.
We're on the air. Let's do it live.
Let me okay. Now we can walk and chew gum, y'all. Let me respond to this. Right. And right after scolding us for speaking the truth about the MAGA guest, Wallace, hypocrisy at its finest. What? We done shifted gears, started talking about Valentine's Day and whether or not it should be equal. What does that have to do with the other conversation? Okay. You're listening to Community Voice. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and man, just honored to be joined in studio by Dr. Eve Hall. She's the president and CEO of the Greater Milwaukee Urban League, and Mr. Kevin Newell, founder and CEO of Royal Capital, and they're here to talk about I think, a very timely and strategic event that you're having next Thursday around the subject of AI.
Mm-hmm.
So,
thank you.
Correct.
Let
Good
me do like I actually have been taught. Artificial intelligence, and then I can now say AI from this point on, right? You're supposed to start the sentence off, the whole thing. Then, So AI. Why is this such a timely discussion? And what are some of the impacts we're seeing of AI, and why we really need to understand it as much as we can?
So I'll just start, you know, as an urban league. So when we talk about the event that's coming up, that has been typically our Equal Opportunity Day luncheon, which people are very familiar with. But our focus is around economic vibrancy, because we know that is the core of how we really need to be thinking about moving this community. We know that AI is really going to be the maker or breaker on so many levels of our community, if in fact we don't stay on the cutting edge and we don't have the kind of conversation that we're about to have in a couple of weeks. Kevin is a business leader. He's been working with me for the last several months. And as he and I have been talking about what needs to happen in our community, this was an issue that he also believed was critical for discussion, that we could lead as the Greater Milwaukee Urban League by inviting a very key person in this country that specializes in AI. There are a lot of implications for our workforce going forth, which we can talk about later, but just the mere fact of AI being that economic driver right now is critical. So Kevin, I'll let you add, because again, you are my partner and business leader on this. Absolutely. And I really appreciate how you're partnering with us on this.
Yeah, and I think it goes without being said that, you know, AI is growing very rapidly. Its impact is very deep. And so how this conversation began, obviously, with the Urban League, you know, trying to serve as a leader as it relates to ensuring our people are educated about opportunities and so forth. You know, I was at a Bucks game, ironically enough, with and sitting next to Dwight. And Dwight was in town because he was actually, at the time, he had just donated $40 million, roughly like $35 million.
Dwight Dirks.
Yep, Dwight Dirks. He had donated like $35 million to MSOE to build essentially their school of AI. And I didn't know at the time, and we were just, you know, just chatting. And he ended up following up and kind of explained who he was through LinkedIn as we kind of developed a relationship. You know, I thought it was very important for us to find a way to bring in his expertise to kind of talk directly to our community, because there's so much investment going on broadly, but it's not going on necessarily in our community. So our community is being educated about the opportunity, but also the ramifications that come along with AI. And so bringing this person who is very senior inside of the space, you know, he's been at NVIDIA since 1992. So he's one of their first employees. And NVIDIA now, for folks that may not know, when you think about Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, all those different companies, they're not as valuable in terms of market price on the stock market as NVIDIA is. NVIDIA is the most, is the highest valued company in the world. So having somebody with that expertise to come in and say, hey, I want to come and talk to you folks in Milwaukee, and I want to talk to your community. I mean, it's very, very, it's a cherished opportunity, because we'll get a chance to talk about what does it actually mean? You know, what's on the horizon? We understand that there's going to be a lot of job loss come along. That's going to come along with AI. This is going to be a space of opportunity, but also emergency. If our people are being skilled up in ways for jobs that won't exist, then we are not doing them a service by, you know, not telling them where they need to be. So I think it's going to be a broad initiating conversation that we hope will jog thought, but it won't be the end all be all. This is going to be a long-term investment opportunity on behalf of the Urban League to really advance our people.
You know, as I was sitting there thinking, you know, there's that whole macroeconomics discussion about how we're moving in technology. But on the micro level, there is, every time we see advancement in technology, we also see labor displacement.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, that's one. So the advantage is obviously we can do things more efficiently, but then the downside of that is that we need less and less human capital in order to deliver services or do, what they do. What do you think then when you have this investment, then where should the focus be? Should it be on the emerging workforce? Should it be on the existing workforce? When we begin to do this focus and have this discussion, who should we target?
I think it's a combination thereof. When we think about, sustainability, there's going to be some jobs that's going to be not in existence anymore, even in 18 to 24 months. And when you turn on, CBNC in the morning, CNBC in the morning, and you listen to them talk about, jobs cutting or large corporations cutting 15% of their workforce, but they're doing 15% every 9 months. After a while, you start to realize that that's aggregated to be close to a 50%, reduction. And these are working class folks, primarily in, white collar jobs. So it's only a matter of time before those opportunities start to develop. And it starts to hit home in our community. And I would hate for our community not to be aware. Now, what we do once we become aware is the next hard part. But we need to first be aware about what's going to happen. And that's, like you said, the emerging workforce as well as the existing workforce, because that's going to impact everything from, traditional food and beverage. Right now, if you go to Fort Worth, Texas, they have a McDonald's restaurant that is lightly staffed, to say the least. It's set up to basically be fully automated with no employees outside of a maintenance technician. When we start to think about how are we going to, train up and develop our young people, they have a very short window sometimes. And I hate to be doom and gloom, but it's a short window to actually understand this stuff and be cutting edge. And so I think there's going to be a boatload of new jobs, a boatload of new opportunities, but we're going to have to retrain our brains and retrain how we look at our opportunities, especially with our youth. Because if we don't, then we're going to be setting them up for failure, and they're going to be, 2 steps behind where we were just one generation ago.
Well, the McKinsey Institute, they did a study on economic mobility. To your point, and when we look at our community, we are overrepresented in those areas that will have displacement.
Yep.
So we're in retail. We're in, the food service industry. We're in some of the, lower level factory jobs that, again, AI is replacing. We're underrepresented in the areas that are more least likely to be displaced. Healthcare workers, educators, the creatives and arts management, even when it comes to some of the maintenance and property management type of work. And that's been outlined in the study. So if we're aware of where we're overrepresented, then that's an indicator on how our training and our upskilling has to be, and the direction that we have to be moving in as we're working with our young people, even in the trades. That's an area, but being very specific, what areas in the trade,
Absolutely.
Right? Because a lot of times we blanket trades, but it's not everything in the trades, but there's specific areas that we should be focusing on.
And to be able, because even now, if you're a college graduate and you're coming out, and most of us probably not even, I know I'm not working in our majors, right?
Yep.
So there's that whole, recalibration of what even a college education would be. Are we getting back to more education for its own sake? And then wherever you go, they're going to train you in terms of the technology. I think the other thing is when you look at schools like MSOE, are we training engineers, and even what that training looks like now, in terms of what people are able to do. And we saw indicators when Amazon did their fulfillment centers, and a lot of that is robotic.
Yep.
Right.
That's
and
correct.
So you see where one of the biggest companies to lay off people now is Amazon, because they don't. And I think in this Black History Month, so we should talk about, I have this book here, where many of our folks came to Milwaukee because of factory jobs.
Right? That's right.
But when technology happened and we started moving to where cheaper labor, people were then those jobs were eliminated, and we had no alternative for a lot of those folks.
Mm-hmm. But entrepreneurship is very important too, and I know, Kevin, that's huge for you. You know, and we have to look at the history in Milwaukee. We were very strong in terms of entrepreneurship, and we still do have a strong ecosystem, quite frankly. But at one point, 40% of the population in Bronzeville were working in Bronzeville because we had Black ownership, and they were hiring in our community. So, you know, as we move forward, it's also about how do we continue to create those opportunities within our community where we can hire, where we can reskill, where we look at our generational wealth. I know, Kevin, you look at it in your own company right now as you look at your daughters, right? You know, they're up and coming. So, you know, there also has to be this paradigm shift, Keith, in how we're thinking about moving forward in this new landscape.
So, I'm sorry, go on.
No, I think when we look at the anecdotal opportunities before us, you know, it's not doom and gloom for sure. But like you said, it's parallel to what we saw with some of the factory work. And I don't think we responded well, probably because we were, you know, more excited about the, we were just not, we prepared what we had. We didn't think about what was to come. And we didn't prepare well. Now, I think, though, I do think that AI will be a significant tool for our community and broader humanity. I think it will be something that can be appropriately leveraged to create value in our communities. Everything from safety to, you know, example. You know, we may have, you know, more efficient policing strategies that's going to come because of AI. We may have better education foundation opportunity because our children will be more efficiently taught because of AI tools. But I think that in order for us to really grasp a hold of the opportunity, we are going to need to be mindful of two things. Our social capital is our best tool. And then
Define social capital.
Social capital will be, hey, folks have established community amongst public markets, right? Or farmers markets. They will say, hey, I only shop at this farmer's market because I know this food is locally produced. And I know this food is organic versus going to a more efficient cost structure, which may be a local grocery store with a cheaper product, right? They've established community around their social capital and said, hey, this is the economy that I have influence on. And so in terms of us being able to recognize who we are, we still have a valuable dollar to spend. And we need to make sure that we are driving our dollar amongst ourselves, regardless of what the technology or opportunities may be. So I think that that is going to be huge. Another example inside of social capital will be if you go to a law firm and you see, you know, junior colleagues, middle level colleagues, and partners. Oftentimes the partners are not necessarily doing the fundamental law work. They're the rainmakers. They're the ones bringing the relationship to the table. So I think that us being able to manage our social capital is going to be very, very important. Who comes into our community, how they come into our community, why they come into our community, what we expect of them. So being civically engaged is going to be something that's going to protect us, because there's no way, if we knew what we knew now, that we would allow some of these organizations to come into our community and outsource our jobs overseas, or create technology that's going to wipe out, you know, 5,000 jobs. I think that's one thing. I think entrepreneurship, we're going to have very few opportunities to really, you know, get ahead. I think we're going to need to get away from a lot of solopreneurship and get into real traditional entrepreneurship where we're employing and hiring our people. A lot of our businesses right now are entrepreneurs where they're employing themselves. This is going to be an opportunity for us to take one step forward and begin to say, hey, outside of financial means, my social foundation is just as important. And I want to make sure not only that I create a business, but part of my mission is not to just make money for myself and my family, but also I want to create opportunity. That's going to be so incredibly important, because that force multiplier is what's going to help to create, you know, opportunities for folks to pay their rent, pay their bills, and be able to create value and add value to society.
And you said, kind of, it made me think about I had a teacher in high school, and we were having one of these deep conversations, and we were talking about technology. Now they're talking like the 70s. So what did that technology look like?
Yep.
And she said, but she said that, and I'm paraphrasing what she was saying. She said, but our humanity, our spirituality has to keep up with the technology.
Absolutely.
And you talked about that because there is a human impact.
Yep.
It does have I mean, just to be able to store energy, that's having impact on people.
Yep.
Because there's the collateral effect of where you build these data centers.
Yep. Absolutely.
The amount of energy that's being used, right? The amount of water that's being used. So it's that, and then we can talk about again the human impact of people losing jobs or not being able to find employment. So this is a timely, I've repeated myself, but I guess this is a timely discussion. So why would folks want to come and be a part of this discussion?
Couple of reasons. One, to gain that national perspective of what AI means in this country, what it means across industry. Also getting to know a gentleman who's had a personal interest, even in his own community, of ensuring that his community is digitally ready and AI ready, and using probably some of the lessons that they will learn from their community to apply to ours. But it's, people have to be hungry to want to learn more information. And that's really what this is about. This is an individual quest. We're hoping that, people in our community will be there. And I don't know what else to say,
Well, but because I know what I'm hearing in terms of people are dismissive. Some people act as if it doesn't exist, and so, but it does. It's here, it's real, right? And so I think that, and then here's the other thing about adult learning is we have to unlearn in order to learn, right? And so I can remember when we went from paper to desktop computers and how people were so resistant. Oh my God, this is not how we used to do it. And then once they got to do it, and then we had mainframes, so they would go down from time to time. You know who complained the most? The people who were most resistant. Because now I've embraced it, and I understand the benefits of the technology. My mother used to work at the Old County Hospital. She worked in medical records. Prior to that, you just load them up in carts and take them and you file them. And then they came up with Electriver.
Right.
And my mother was, I can't believe that was the first 2 weeks until then she began to realize, oh, there are benefits to that. So I agree with you, Dr. Hall. It is our mind.
Right.
Just
And we can put it out there.
minds.
We put it out there. And this is how I look at things. As an urban league, we will always host convenings. We will host opportunities for individuals to learn. We will drive that as hard as we can. At the end of the day, it still ends up being an individual choice. And we have to determine, are we going to get with this game so that we can, stay ahead of it? Or are we going to stay back? But we will do what we're supposed to do as an urban league to bring the information forth. We'll do what we need to do in partnering with individuals like Kevin, who, to me, that's symbolic in itself, that we have a leader who's saying, let's do what we need to do on behalf of this community, and understands, which I love what you said, in entrepreneurship, so many times it's one person. And that paradigm has to shift, that I'm going into business not just for me to make money, but so that I can hire people. And as someone who ran the African American Chamber at one point, most of the individuals that I was dealing with were individuals, and we are not going to move ahead, the more that I think about it, going in that direction and using that model.
I agree. One of the principles of Kwanzaa is cooperative work and responsibility, the fact that we come together and be able to build. Now that gets into a whole different diasporic conversation about why we put so much emphasis on the individual as opposed to collective work. That's a different conversation, right? But I agree. I think that I used to say that half of something is more than all of nothing. And I think that, that's a mindset.
Well, and this is an example. So, you know, I don't know Dwight. I just met him when we were on the call. But Kevin had a large enough vision from starting to do some work with us back in the fall, knowing that we had this luncheon, knowing what's needed in this community, to utilize the network that he has to support us for the greater good. And that's the kind of collaboration that I look for, our board of directors looks for, as we continue to move forward and partner. So it's not just the traditional or typical supporters, but now we have to also look within our own community because we do have strong leaders that can do similar things to what Kevin's doing.
The Greater Milwaukee Urban League Economic Vibrancy Luncheon, that will be Wednesday, February 25th at 11 a.m. That's networking, 11:31 p.m. is the program and lunch. For information, you can visit tmul/./org or call GMUL, the Greater Milwaukee Urban League, at 414-374-5850 for tickets. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, make sure you be there.
Yeah, I am. I
bring 10 people.
Okay.
And I do want folks to know that this is going to be a very positive conversation. Opportunistic in nature for us, but it's a serious conversation that we got to make sure that we are prepared for. And I say this as somebody that philanthropically I'm in line, in the education space. So I donate significant dollars inside of education, particularly for the youth. On the business side, though, I'm heavily invested into companies that are, like we just talked about, looking to provide beyond themselves. And I think this is going to be an eye opener. But this conversation is for the leaders. This is for the folks who are willing to be intergenerational in nature, meaning I'm going to take care of my mama, and I'm also going to create space to take care of my nieces, nephews, and kids. Somebody that's looking to be a force multiplier. So if that's you, and you want to network and be in a room with other folks who are of like mind, who are figuring out ways that we can build community together, then this is the room, because we're going to be talking about some real cutting edge technology advances.
Dr. Eve Hall, Mr. Kevin Newell. Again, that's the Greater Milwaukee Urban League Economic Vibrancy Luncheon, Wednesday, February 25th at 11 a.m. The luncheon goes from 11:31 p.m. And then for information, you can go to the Greater Urban League website, or you can call the Greater Milwaukee Urban League at 414-374-5850. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you on the 25th.
All right.
Absolutely.
See you then.
You're listening to Community Voice. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Community Voice, and you've heard the promos for our Valentine's Day giveaways. So we're joined in the studio by our own Mr. Douglas Kelly.
Good morning
again, Douglas Kelly.
Good morning. Good
How
morning.
are you, sir?
Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored, and you?
That's right.
Okay.
I agree.
That's right.
That's right. That's almost time. God is good all the time. Right. That's right. So, Douglas, what do we got, sir?
Well, we're going to do the WNOV Valentine's giveaway. And this year we decided to change it. There are 3 sets of prizes, 2 tickets to C.O. Woodson's play Never Knew Love Like This, Saturday, February 14th, or the person could win 2 tickets to the Sound of Gospel on Sunday, February 22nd, or they can win a $100 gift card to Red Crab Juicy Seafood Restaurant and a flower bouquet. So the first person gets a chance to pick one of the prizes from the 3, then we'll call the second one. And then, of course, the last one gets what's left.
Like back in the day, you old enough to remember dialing for dollars.
Yes.
They call you. Be at the phone, no?
Oh, what? He knew who he is?
That was one of your cousins? Carla, welcome to the program. Who do we have on the line with us?
This is Mac Ryder. This is 86 AM WNOV. Yahoo!
Okay, Lord help us.
You are a winner. You are a winner. All right.
So congratulations, Michael. So, Michael, you're the first winner out the gate. So you get a chance to choose one of the 3 prizes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, either you can get 2 tickets to C.O. Woodson's play Never Knew Love Like This, which is this Saturday, February 14th. Or you can get 2 tickets to the Sound of Gospel, which is Sunday, February 22nd at the Bradley Symphony. Or you can get the $100 gift card to Red Crab Seafood Restaurant with a flower bouquet. Which one would you like?
I like the 2 tickets to the Sound of Gospel. Yahoo!
All righty. Congratulations. You can come and pick those up tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. And again, congratulations.
Thanks. And I practiced that because I knew I was going to win. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
All right. All right.
All right.
Call number 2.
Call number 2. Let's see.
No, it's marked. You didn't tell me the rules before we did it. I marked it. The one that's X'd.
You make that do an itty bitty body ball.
Hey, I showed them the paper rock.
Yeah, Lord help us.
Oh man, don't be back there improvising. Follow the rules.
Somebody told me the rules.
Rock, paper, scissors.
We was laughing, because when we had Red Roof in as one of the gifts, part of the package, and Kia would always say, "You can spend the night." We got somebody? No, okay. No, is it going to voicemail? No,
Mr. Williams.
Oh, okay. We got a call. All right, caller, welcome to the program. Who are we speaking with?
This is Mr. John Williamson.
Mr. John Williamson, thank you, sir. You are a winner. Douglas is going to let you know what you can choose from.
All right, John, congratulations. So
thank you.
You can choose one of these 2. Either 2 tickets to see C.O. Woodson's play Never Knew Love Like This this Saturday, February 12th at the Pabst Theater, or the other gift that's left is the $100 gift card to Red Crab Juicy Seafood Restaurant and a flower bouquet. Which one would you like?
I'll take I'd like to go to the play.
So you want the 2 tickets to C.O. Woodson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you want to come in today or tomorrow?
I'll come tomorrow because I'm at the hospital right now. I got to go through my therapy.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Make sure you bring your ID.
What time can I come today, though? What's the latest I can come today?
3.
3? Okay, I'll come today.
Okay.
What station made you a winner, man?
Thank you. WNOV, that's my station. That's the only station I listen to.
Oh, good for you, man. All right.
Ask Devo, sharing my gospel angel. Devo,
Okay.
Now, Devo know me real well, too. I went to Love, Peace, and Soul band with Devo. What he say?
He just finds you. You in the band. You know what that looks like.
And he better be every. Oh, I know he can't come to practice Saturday. I know he can't come Saturday because Michelle Pitt stuff going on.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'll tell him I'll see him soon.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right. Last caller.
Oh, did I mention it on the air?
What?
That my godson is graduating from Police Academy today.
Oh, congratulations. Are you going?
Yes. So congratulations, Cameron Jones.
Oh.
He popo now.
He popo. He real popo.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we've ever had. No. I know people who were like police officers. So, but good for him. He really put the work in.
Yeah.
So I'm really proud of him. Proud of all my Gottis. They're all doing very well. So, all right. Caller, welcome to the program. Who are we speaking with?
This is Andre Harris.
Andre Harris?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Andre, you don't even have to pick, man. Here's what you won. Sorry, man. Here's your choice. You can take the gift or not take the gift.
Oh, I'm gonna take the gift.
You're gonna take the gift. What do you win, Doug?
Definitely.
Andre, yes, you won the $100 gift card to Red Crab Juicy Seafood and Restaurant and a flower bouquet from Carter's Creation.
That's 2 choices.
No,
that's a package deal.
It's a package.
You're the third caller.
Oh, okay.
You're the third draw, so you get what was left.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you very much.
All right. When you want to come in?
I can do it today.
Huh?
I can do it today.
All right. As long as you come in before 3.
All right. Will do.
All right. And again, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks again. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Douglas.
I'm out.
I'm Ray Mackinson. I'm out.
Yeah. Hey, I was going to mini mighty. I was going to paper, rock, scissors myself.
Like they're making executive decisions.
Right.
Let's see. What? But you know what? I did experience something where I saw that there was a contest. Yeah, the contest was actually rigged, and so I won't say what it was, but no, not ours. Never ours. I think though that Patrick was winning so much, people wanted to know if it was rigged. All right, Carl, welcome to the program.
Chief.
Yeah.
Why all men just win? Ain't no woman won. What's up? Don't do me. Why did he pick all men? Do you think that's fair? And a lot of women are called in, I know. Damn. No, seriously though.
Okay. Well, I'll your complaint has been duly noted. I'll run it up to the management. Yeah, we'll run it up to our legal team, and we'll get back to you, let you know why it happened that way.
Don't play with me.
Well, I don't know. It was random.
I don't feel like that was fair to us women.
Okay.
That called in.
I'm sorry.
I think
don't be sorry. Yeah, right.
She said, "Don't be sorry. Be careful."
No, I'm with Ryder. It should be adorable.
Okay. All right.
Well, we're giving away socks.
Boy, please.
I appreciate you. All right. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Keith, what's happening, man?
What up, George?
Hey, I got to ask a question because I like to read the post for the YouTube. Do women complain about men, how we look and how we dress?
I'm assuming they do. Why are you asking that question?
Because, like I said, I was just reading the post.
Okay.
And how they getting on us because one, I forget the young man's name. I think it starts with a D. Excuse me. Dino, right. Thanks. Sorry about that, Dino. That they getting all over him. Kind of got a little bit on me about it. Wow. But who is the biggest complainer about women's looks and what they wear? Is it men or women?
Women.
Women, exactly.
Women.
So you reading the post on there, oh, they having a blah blah this or blah blah this. Well, I hear more women talk about women, and I always tell them, I thought y'all supposed to have a sisterhood, but y'all be dogging each other out more than men do. Sometimes I think most men be happy to have a woman.
To have a what?
To have a woman.
Oh, okay.
And as far as other questions, I know I'm kind of being all over the place. You know, you had talked about people against the LBGT community. Mm-hmm. I don't have an issue. What they do is they business as long as they ain't doing nothing illegal.
Okay.
The only issue is I don't like men playing in women's sports.
Okay.
Do you?
Well, seeing that it rarely, if ever, happens, no, I guess I wouldn't. But I think that the people.
You don't have a problem with women playing. You don't have a problem with men playing in women's sports.
I'm saying that I don't think it's a problem.
Oh.
I don't think it's a problem. Statistically, it's not a problem.
Well, it wouldn't be fair though.
That's my whole point, right?
Yeah, if you have, but what we're talking about is
and physical than a woman.
Yeah, because if you put me on the court with a woman, man, I'm gonna dunk on her.
Okay, maybe.
No,
you probably get out.
Maybe. All right. Maybe. And you know, I love you, man. But
she ain't gonna dunk on me.
I think you have a problem with Asia Wilson.
But what I'm saying is, it's a greater chance that I can dunk on her, and then I will. Compared to her even trying to.
So
I think the right
you putting up Jermaine against Asia.
Right.
So let's put LeBron up against Asia. Who you think gonna come out and win every time?
Even at 45, he's still gonna be
okay. So
he gonna
let me ask this question.
Can
we get into the numbers? Statistically, how many? I'm just saying. Statistically, how many men are actually playing in women's sports?
That's not the point. How many? They shouldn't be in it at all. To me, it's something wrong when a man, you wanna run track against another woman, or you want to get in a boxing ring with another woman. That's crazy to me, Keith.
These people have transitioned from being male to being female.
And they're still a male.
Okay. All right.
They still got the physical body like a male, right?
Right. Okay.
Their hands and everything else, right?
Right.
So if they're in the boxing ring with a woman, who you think gonna win?
Well, what I'm saying is, man, it's not happening. You know, the few times that it's happened,
okay,
we got 300.
We got 300. I'll let you get another caller, Keith.
I appreciate you. We got 330 million people in the country. How often does this happen? The right was able to raise it because they know that how people emotionally react when they hear men are playing in women's sports, right? Well, of course, we don't think men should play in women's sports, but we're not putting LeBron James in the WNBA.
Yeah, but if you did, he would dominate.
Of course he would. That's why he doesn't play in the WNBA.
Well, he would dominate because he's a man.
Right.
That I mean, he can average 1,000 points a game.
Do you know any other than Joanna Man? Do you know any? Other than Joanna Man, do you know any man that played in the WNBA? Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
What's up, Mr. Parris? Hey, to speak back at George, thank you for calling that out because I wanted to say something that I thought should have been heard. What's wrong with the men? Women dress for women. They don't dress for men.
Okay.
Because if you did dress for me, and y'all know how stupid y'all look with those butterfly eyelashes.
Hey, you're getting in a lot of trouble with this, man.
And then, the glitter that gets on everything. And
okay, but that's your personal preference, man. There's somebody else.
Those are regular accents, not something that you.
Dude, I gotta go, man. Okay, caller, welcome to the program. That's your personal preference, man. And then, and I need to call you on this. You being offensive when you said a woman looks like a drag queen. Why are we being derogatory towards drag queens? Come on, man. That's an expression. Caller, welcome to the program.
What a great note to close out with, brother. Valentine's Day, as the man said, is for love, or a day of love. And so I want to give some musical context. As the great Morris Day once said, love is a game you don't play to win. All the callers, you play to survive. Am I right, brother?
Yes, sir.
Being that another question that y'all brought about today was, what should a man get? I ain't talking about 70-30. I ain't talking about 60-40. What am I talking about, Jermaine? I've never personally been involved with a selfish woman, so for those who are, I wish you better. And I hope that everybody, as some of our other callers would encourage, reaches that secret garden this weekend sometime, so that you can take your mind off of what the right thinks and focus on our togetherness as Black people and celebrate Black history. And then on Monday, if we get a chance, I'd like to describe the callers who, behave like Isaiah T. Montgomery, and what their lineage could possibly be as far as slave catchers. But everybody have a happy Valentine's weekend, which is Friday Eve. I'm going to start today, because I got a lot of love to give. Mm-hmm. And y'all have a great weekend, man.
So, Keith, I got a question. So, for those people that are not in love, but you are in lust,
relation,
or relation,
but that's better.
So yeah, so what do you do on this day? Or what about those that have side pieces? Do you celebrate on today or on Sunday? Or Friday?
I've already gotten in trouble for this conversation, so I can't give any advice. If I had any advice, I can't give any advice. I don't have any advice how you need to handle that, but you gonna. I was listening to a song. It's funny you say that. I was listening to a song. Have you heard this song? I Should Have Cheated.
Yeah, I should have cheated.
Yeah,
that was Keisha Cole.
Yeah. I had never heard that song before.
Yeah, for all the stuff he was accusing her
of doing, she said I should have did it.
It's like, so she
and then the point was he was actually doing it.
Yeah.
I heard that song last night. I should have cheated. Yeah, I was like, I had never heard that song before.
Yeah, man. A lot of people felt that way. Like, you accusing me of cheating, I ain't even doing nothing, so I might as well go cheat. I mean, we might as well make this thing true. Call you a prophet or a prophetess, whichever one.
Welcome to the program. Good morning. They hung up. Oh, okay.
I was just saying that we might as well make this thing true, man. What do you?
So,
think?
What's the difference between love and lust?
Oh, the spelling.
And which is better? The
That's the difference. The spelling.
I get so upset with people because the relationship now we into love on the rocks, and people say it was nothing but lust. That wasn't what you was calling it when you first fell in love.
Right.
The sky was bluer. You had butterflies in your stomach. You had anticipation. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, Keith.
Hey, Rick.
They got this thing down in Washington, D.C. called Black Love Day, which is on the 13th instead of the 14th.
Black Love Day?
Black Love Day.
On Friday the 13th?
Right. That's right. I don't think I want to celebrate.
I don't know.
I don't want to celebrate.
I'm not superstitious, but I fell in love on Friday the 13th. What else is happening, Rick?
Nothing much, man. I'm just going to get my wife a flower.
Okay.
And call it a day.
All right.
Talk to you later.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Peace. Yep.
So whether it's love on the rocks or lust in the field, it's all the same.
Ooh, I fell in love on Friday the 13th.
Doc, listen here.
No, you skip a day, either the 12th or the 14th, but not the 13th.
No, you don't do nothing on the 13th. You stay away from all
man.
relationships.
Should we do our superstition program tomorrow
I
when we
say
talk
we
about
should,
Friday
Doc.
the 13th?
Yeah.
And by the way, one of the greatest horror series ever done is Friday the 13th.
Friday, listen, you know what? Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, like all of those like coincide with each other. So it's like back in the day when those movies came out, it was so scary compared to now when the movies
What's the
come
scariest
out.
movie you ever saw?
Carrie. They're all gonna be laughing at you. Doc, to this day, I'm still scared of that movie. Dude, when she got to shut them doors and that blood, they poured that blood on her. Man, listen, to this day, I won't watch that movie by myself. Now,
Yeah,
Carrie.
Carrie.
I would not. And they playing that little scary music with the. Yeah.
Oh, the hand came up.
At the end.
They said that is the most frightening 20 seconds.
Because you don't know, because you weren't expecting it.
No, I wasn't.
And it's like, to this day, I would not watch that movie by myself. As grown as I am.
I saw it. I can tell you where I saw it. I saw it at York, Pennsylvania. My buddy Ron, his sister Frida had seen the movie. So me and Ron and Frida, I don't know, Carla went with us. So we all go to the movies. And it was good.
Yeah.
And then Frida said, wait.
Daddy ended, Doc.
Wait.
Had everybody screaming.
So when that hand came up,
yeah,
everybody freaked.
Yeah.
So I come back here, and with some people here I went to it with, and my guy Daryl Isabel. So we sitting there at the end, and I'm kind of telling y'all, wait on it, because this movie ain't nothing. And then it came up. Daryl was so shook up, he just got up and ran out the theater.
Oh, everybody was crying
man,
into tears.
That was, boy, every now and then you can do something. I'm gonna tell you a movie that wasn't scary but scared me before I saw it was Blair Witch. Oh man,
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah,
because it seemed like it was real.
They hyped it.
They had the
like,
cameras on their
head.
Yeah,
dude, it was like, and then and me and my niece, Adriana, went. And prior to that, Adriana wasn't really cool with me, because she felt like I was infringing on her with her aunt. But we bonded after that. As a matter of fact, I was sitting at the theater pulling down my cap, and she kept pulling it up, so I had to watch. Because that's what I would do when I go to movies like the slasher scary movies. I put my cap down, right? So then I'm like, because I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
And even now, and this is so, I said our lives, we have so many contradictions in our lives, right? Mm-hmm. So I want to see a good slasher movie, but then sometimes I don't want to see the slashing.
Right. It's like, oh, this is too much.
This is like Final Destinations. Oh man, some of those kills, it was like, but I can't stop watching it. It was like, but I don't want to see it.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this: what was the dumbest movie you've ever saw in your life? Because I got one.
Which one? Dude, where's my car?
No, I got one that's even dumber than that, bro.
What's that?
The Killer Tomatoes.
Killer Tomatoes.
That was the dumbest movie.
You know why? Because it's a head movie. You had to get high.
Hey, but I didn't know that back then when you was younger. So it's like you'll have somebody screaming and a big tomato is running over them.
Right.
Like you getting chased by a tomato.
There's a movie I saw was done in the 50s called The Incredible Claw. This is like the worst movie. The special effects, you can actually see the strings. This movie is so bad. And then they had this guy, and he's locked up, and I didn't know you could do this. They said he was a catatonic schizophrenic. I'm saying that he's catatonic. How did you know he was schizophrenic?
Right.
you know, it was, but that's the worst movie I've ever seen in terms of, you know, but then, you know, there's these guilty pleasures, and, you know, you always had a romance where she's pushing back, and then he comes up with some great scientific idea, and then she immediately falls in love with him. It was, and I'm gonna say this, y'all, and I know it's Black History Month, and I shouldn't do it, but you know, tell the truth, shame the devil. Dolomite.
One of the coldest, bad Dolomite. Louis Raymond.
Man was like,
Hey, Dolomite was cold.
Cinematically,
Dolomite, my movie. That's my joint.
Cinematically, Dolomite was garbage, man. Yes. Yeah, because even in the movie, Wesley Snipes said, "Can we make it look like he?"
Yeah.
Like, can we? Then he just said, "Blanket."
Yeah.
Oh man, let me thank my guests today, Dr. Eve Hall, Mr. Kevin Newell. Callers, we thank you. Clark, thank you. Jermaine, thank you. Debo, everybody, good Lord willing, creek don't rise. Hope to talk to everybody tomorrow. And as always, go from this place in peace.